something is there. And then he start rubbing it like this. What is this? He start cleaning it. Immediately out of that thing, Genie appeared. You know Genie, right? So Genie appeared. Wow. And Genie said, I am your servant. Ask me whatever you want. Whatever you want, I will give you. Don't worry about it. Just tell me. Because I am your servant and you are my master. So, see the relationship now. The person who rubbed the Genie or who rubbed the thing, he is a master, and the Genie came out, he was a servant. Now, Genie placed one rule, one condition, just one condition, not more than one. One condition, you have to give me work whenever I ask. If I don't have any work, I will kill you. You ask me to bring a car, I will bring it. But after bringing a car, you have to give me work again. And if you are not able to give me work, I will kill you. The person said, oh, I have a lot of work. Don't worry about it. So he accepted, yes, I am fine with that. So I am now your master, and now you are my servant, and now whatever I say, you have to do that. Okay? So Genie said, yes. Now let me give you the first, I'm waiting for a work. Give me work. Master says, I am so much tired right now. And I am so much thirsty. I am so much hungry. Can you bring a good food for me? And the water, and the coke, and the whatever drink? Genie says, and everything was there. Master was so happy with the power of Genie. Just this. If you want to make all this food, even if you are hungry, you want to make the food, you have to spend at least half an hour to 1 hour. Even you go to the restaurant, you have to wait for half an hour. And this Genie is like this. He was so happy with this. So after that, food was there and he was thinking to start to eat the food. Before he start, he just put the hand and start eating. Suddenly Genie says, 1 minute. Master says, okay, what? Give me work. Master says, well, let me eat. Let me complete my food. And then I will give you work. Just wait for that. Genie says, no. You have to give me work as and when the work is completed. So give me work. So Master says, okay, let me give you work. Bring a car for me. Genie says, car was there, but still the master was hungry. Master says, okay, but wait. If you want to buy a car, you have to go to the dealership, you have to discuss about it, you have to negotiate, you have to sign the papers, you have to take the keys, you have to put in gas in there, and then you get a car. So it's not a small process. How you bring it like this? But again, Genie says, give me work. Master says, but okay, I will give you work, let me eat food. Genie says, no, not accepted. You have to give me work. Master says, okay, go and make a good home for me. Genie says, okay. Genie just went, and in between Genie went, The master started eating. Within a minute, jinn came back. Okay, your home is ready. So now, master realized that jinn is doing everything in a minute. Even less than a minute. Now master is scared with the servant. Master said, oh my God, what I do now? Now the situation gets worse every day. He asked everything. He said, I want car, I want this, I want jewelry, I want car, I want boat, I want big home, I want bigger home, I want bigger home. So everything was there within a minute. Even he was not able to sleep. He said, jinn, go and take this. And he tried to go and sleep. Immediately the jinn came within a minute and says, okay, I am ready. Your thing is here, give me word. He said, but let me sleep. No, you have to give me word. Now the situation is different. See, now the master was scared with the servant. Master says, oh, I asked him to do something, he should not come within a minute. I am scared with him because if he comes, I have to give him work. If I am not able to give him work, he will kill me. So earlier the master was master and servant was servant. But now as the time passed, the servant becomes the master and master becomes the servant. As and when he gives work to the jinn, master was just thinking one thing, what next I can give him? Otherwise he will kill me. And by that way, he was not able to sleep for a number of days. He was not able to eat for a number of days. The food was there, but he was not able to eat because he had to keep thinking about giving word and sending the jinn somewhere, otherwise he will kill him. He was so stressed. Earlier master was master and servant was servant. Now servant was master and master was servant. He was scared with jinn. So finally he thought very long process, and after that he said, okay, jinn, do one thing. Make a big building for me like Paris Tower, Eiffel Tower. Jinn says, tower is ready. Master says, perfect. Now go on the top. Within a second, jinn was on the top. Master said, now the jinn asked, okay, give me work or I will kill you. Master says, calm down. Jinn, come down. And again said, give me work or I will kill you. Master says, now do the same thing again and again and again until I say stop. So now jinn is going up and going down and going up and going down, and that's like, and master is sleeping after 7 days. He's eating the food and sleeping and enjoying it. After a few days, jinn came to master again. Master, I can't do the same thing again and again and again. Please give me something else. Master said, no, keep doing. He said, I beg you, like, please take me out from here. Then master said, okay, then the condition is, if I ask you to stop, in that case, you have to leave me alone, run away from here, and don't come to me again. Jinn say, I accept it. Let me run away from you, but I don't want to do the same thing again and again and again. So this is a simple story where master was worried about the work. Earlier he was happy that, oh, I have this, but then later on he was so much scared. Same way, now I can use the jinn as a mind. Mind is a jinn. Now put all these characters with our life characters. Mind is a jinn. You have a jinn, you have to give him work every time. If you are not able to give him work, he creates a feeling of frustration, he creates a feeling of depression, he creates a feeling of unhappiness until and unless you give some work again. If I ask you to sit calm like this, don't do anything, sit calm. Immediately the inner mind starts chattering. Oh, what is this? What are you doing? Stand up. Go out. Do this. Get something. Buy something. Get an experience. But don't sit like this. Why? Because this is what the mind is, and every time mind asks you to do something. As and when you are empty, you don't have anything to do, we try to find a solution of that feeling of unhappiness by doing something. Have you heard about the people saying, oh, I can sit like this for a longer period of time, I need work. People are saying, I need my personal space. I want to stay with myself. But when the people stay with themselves, they use a mobile. They watch a television. They read a magazine, or they read a books, or they do something. But technically, you are not staying with yourself. As and when that time comes, immediately your mind creates a situation where you start feeling unhappiness. So you need to find him something. You need to give him work. If you don't give him work, then the mind will give you punishment. Let's say, what type of punishment? People have a habit of drinking tea or coffee in the morning. This is the habit that you created from number of years. Now, let's say I told you don't drink anything tomorrow morning. Don't take a tea, don't take coffee or anything. Immediately, something happened and mind will start asking. Mind will say, oh, I need a coffee. Every time, every morning at 8 a.m. you ask me, you give me coffee, so why not today? You say, no, I don't want to give a coffee today. That's fine. No, you have to give me. If you don't give, then the feeling, then the pressure starts, the punishment starts. Now the mind says, no? Okay. So it will feel you depressed. It will make you feel uncomfortable. Some people have a headache. Because why? Even they know the rule. They know the rule. Oh, from this morning I haven't taken tea or coffee and that's why there is a headache. But if I take a tea or coffee, immediately it will be done. So to remove the headache, you need to drink a tea or coffee. That means this is not about a tea or coffee, but this is about the pressure of mind. The more pressure we have, the more pain we feel in our life. The less pressure your mind have on your body, you feel relaxed, you feel satisfied, you feel happy. So we need to remove that pressure. But whenever mind asks something and you provide it, you say, okay, take it. By that way, you are giving more power to mind each and every day. The pressure is so much that it have an impact on your body. I have seen people, if you don't give them food by 12 p.m., they start vibrating. They say, I need food, I need food, I need food. Give me anything but give me food. Which means this is what the pressure is. Believe me, when you give a more pressure, you are training your mind to get more bigger. The genie is now becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and powerful. I'm not saying don't follow the mind. I'm saying the pressure should not be there. Mind is working in two ways. Mind is working in two ways. The first method is, which is called the order method. The second method is, which is called the request method. When we say order, it is a one-way communication. In army, this is the method. When your superior says, go and fight, or go and do something, the person, the soldier doesn't have any right to say anything. He just have to go and do whatever his superior had said, and if you don't do that, there will be a punishment. So it is a one-way communication. You can't do anything. Once the order came from there, you can't do anything. You have to simply follow. And if you resist, then there will be a punishment. There was one guy, he was sitting in the village area, and every day he have a farm, like he have a cow farm, buffalo farm. He come out every day and he have a basin over there next to the buffalo farm. He do the basin, like he do the brush every day, and every time he see one buffalo which he likes most, and he was so happy looking at that buffalo because his horns are very good, so attractive. It's like gold. So he was so much attracted towards those horns of buffalo. He liked that buffalo so much, and every morning he go out, he was brushing, and at that time he see the buffalo, and one thought came in mind. There is only one thought which comes in mind for him every day. What happen if I put my leg in between the horns, and then suddenly he own response like his thoughts. Oh, you are mad? No one can do that. You don't have to do that. Don't think foolish. He said, yeah, that's right, that's right. So he was doing it from last 3 years. Every morning he comes up and the thought comes in the mind, oh, can I put my legs on the horns of buffalo, my both legs on the horns of buffalo? And then he always rejects it. And when he rejects, he feels discomfort. He says, I'm not feeling good, I'm not feeling good. So one day after 3 years, he decided, let me grow this side or this side. This is like dying every day. Rather than dying every day, let me do that. He went to the buffalo. Buffalo was eating food, and he put the table on, like next to the buffalo, and he put both of his legs between the horns of buffalo. See, animals have a power. They don't realize, but they have so much strong muscle power that If some emergency came up and they have to run, this is an emergency situation, they can break anything. So suddenly something happened and he see something is happening on my head, and he was like, the buffalo was scared. Oh, what happened? And the buffalo start running, and that is in between the village. People moving here, they were saying, oh my God, what happened to John? And everyone was running behind buffalo and try to control the buffalo, and that John is just riding on the buffalo and jumping on there. And then each villager had helped him and take him out of the horns of buffalo and said, you just saved your life. You just, like, you are about to die, but because of the God grace, you are saved. But there is one question, just one question, from all of the villagers. One question. I don't understand how your legs stuck in the buffalo's horn. He said, oh, it didn't stuck there. I put it. Then everyone says, what? You don't have a thinking? We think John is a wise person of the village, and you are putting your leg between the horns of buffalo? What is this? Before doing this, haven't you thought about, haven't you think about the thing? Whether to do this or not? He said, I thought for 3 years. So after 3 years I did. This is not a one-day process. When you see boards, the advertisement boards on this, like on the roads, on the highways, you see the shoes. It doesn't care. But every day you travel from that road, and every day you look at the shoes. First day you don't require, it's not necessity, I already have a shoes, I don't need it. Second day it's good, it looks good, the color is good. And then every day the process starts, and then after, let's say, 1 year, the desire evaporates in your mind that, oh, I want that. And until and unless I didn't get it, I feel discomfort. So issue is not about the happiness or unhappiness. Issue is the desire, the working method of mind. Mind method, it always creates desire in yours, even if you try to control it. Let's say you try to control it, right? It doesn't make much difference. When you try to control it, other way, it becomes strong. I'm just giving a small example. Let's say I told you, you came here and we are sitting in meditation, so this is our rule of meditation. After doing meditation, you cannot eat 5 hours. What? No, it's not rule, don't worry. I'm just saying. You can't eat for 5 hours. Wow. So, right now you're sitting to me, you are listening to me, there is no thought about the food. There is no thoughts about the food. But now I injected that in your mind, that you can't eat anything after doing meditation for 5 hours. As and when I say that, the mind starts moving. What? No eating? Okay, you are saying that's fine, I follow it. But from there, everything, even you are listening to me, the thoughts of food will come in your mind. You see some picture over here and you say, oh, that looks like burger. Then you go to home, okay, I understand that I have to follow the rules. I don't eat anything. You go home, you are hungry. Your wife made the same thing which you like the most, and you ask her to make from last 2 months, and now today she made it, and see the condition, you can't eat it. So much pressure. Forget about the rule, let me eat. No, leave it. No, I don't want to. Again you follow the rule. So now after that, you say, let me go and sleep. Let me go and sleep. See, mind works in your conscious level, but mind also works at your unconscious level as well. So we have to work on conscious level as well as unconscious level. Now you are not able to eat, what to do, how to handle this situation. Then you say, okay, let me go to sleep. You go and you sleep on the bed, but because you are hungry, your wife made the thing which you like the most, and you want to eat it, you are not able to eat it, so there is a pressure. But you understand, you accept it that now I can't eat. I have to wait up to 5 p.m. today. So this is very much clear in your mind. And you went to sleep. But because of the pressure, you are not able to sleep. But because of that situation now, you come in between the stage where now the dream starts. And in dream, actually you are sleeping. But in dream, you wake up. Your dream starts with the waking up. And you see the watch. Oh, 5 p.m. Immediately run out. And you see that everything was on the table. And you eat it. And after you eat it, in dream, you are satisfied. And now you are saying, okay, I'm good. And now at that point, you are in a deep sleep. See how the pressure of mind works. The more you follow the orders, the more stronger it becomes. So this is the one rule, which is the order method. I am not worried about the order method of mind. I am worried about the request method of mind. Actually, I am not worried, but this is the method which is very good as per me. Mind will always come with the thought, or mind will always come with the desire. That desire will generate the pressure. All time. Observe any of thing you had done in past, what happened? You have a desire, then the pressure behind that desire start rising, and then finally, like that person who put his legs between the horns, we need to get those things, whether it is important for us or not. Why? Because now this is what you are looking. Have you seen are you using the Kijiji website here? Kijiji website? No. Okay, in Canada, many people use that. And on Kijiji website, sometimes they mark, this is a new, even it's not open. I purchased it in $200, but if you want, I can give you by $50. The question is, if you don't require it, you haven't opened it, then why you purchased it? I thought it was useful to me, but then I put it at my home and then I forget about it. Because now it is under my ownership. I don't care. But until and unless it is in the store, I feel worried, I feel depressed, I need to get it. But now, yes, leave it.